Come along for an adventure. Feel the smiles on our faces. Roadside stories in an RV, making memories along the way. Toddling, toddling, toddling.
Coffee for you.
Thank you kindly.
For sure. Have an awesome day.
You too. Okay, a quick rip through McDonald's for a decaf. And I'm on my way to Chilliwack, British Columbia. I consider it the heart of the Fraser Valley, and I think it is the heart of the Fraser Valley. It's a farming community. So we are looking east down the Fraser Highway, and this would eventually join up with the Trans-Canada or Highway number 1. But I'm going to take 264th to the freeway, head east past Abbotsford, and then into Chilliwack, and then have a visit with my elderly uncle, Uncle Bob, who's 80 years old and moved to Chilliwack several years ago, retired there, and lives in a beautiful location. And I'm gonna spend an hour or two visiting with him, and I'll try and take some good video there and back. Heading north on 264th to the freeway, and I'm not sure if the GoPro will show the beautiful mountains on the north side of the lower mainland here. I'm between Vancouver and Abbotsford. I've left Langley and I'm on my way to Chilliwack, and we are going to take a nice leisurely drive this morning and head off to the farming community of Chilliwack. Now, you probably noticed I'm not in the Allison Duramax. I've got the Camaro out for a run. It's been parked pretty well all winter. And today is a wonderful day to go for a cruise with the top up. And we'll see what it's like on the way back. And I may drop the top and head back into Langley. Highway 1 east, not west of Vancouver, but we are heading east, and it's also referred to as the Trans-Canada Highway. Chilliwack is the seat of the Fraser Valley Regional District and its second largest city. This city is surrounded by mountains, recreational areas such as Cultus Lake. Boy, what a beautiful spot tucked into the mountains just outside of Chilliwack. Actually, it's right on the doorstep of Chilliwack, and Chilliwack Lake Provincial Parks. So if you're an RVer, you like to travel and see some unique sights in and around British Columbia, Chilliwack is definitely a place to visit, and it's got lots to offer for the traveler. It's located 102 kilometers or 63 miles southeast of Vancouver. There's many outdoor activities in the area. You can hike, rock climb, mountain biking, horseback riding, whitewater kayaking, camping, fishing, golf, and paragliding if you're into that sport. So that's Chilliwack, and as I'm heading into Chilliwack to visit Uncle Bob, it's an area that for RVers and travelers, a spot that should be on your map to visit in the province of British Columbia, the lower mainland of British Columbia. Well, I'm on my way out to Chilliwack, which is in the heart of the Fraser Valley. And the Fraser Valley is a regional district in British Columbia. Its headquarters are in the city of Chilliwack. So the Fraser Valley Regional District covers an area of about 5,159 square miles. It was created in 1995 by an amalgamation of the Fraser-Cheam Regional District and Central Valley Regional District and the portion of the Dewdney-Alouette Regional District from and including the District of Mission eastwards. So it's quite a big area out in the Fraser Valley where Chilliwack is, but the Fraser Valley Regional District itself is pretty big. It's the third most populous regional district in British Columbia and incorporating roughly the eastern half of the lower mainland of southwestern BC, and it's bordered by Whatcom County, Washington, United States to the south, Metro Vancouver to the west, the Okanagan-Similkameen Regional District to the east, the Squamish-Lillooet Regional District to the northwest, and the Thompson-Nicola Regional District to the northeast. hope you enjoyed that wee small visit with my Uncle Bob in Chilliwack. He is a character. He's got a lot of history. He worked for Michelin Tires right on the edge of the Black Forest in Germany and moved back to Canada. And we're so glad to have him back here. The journey in and around the Fraser Valley is primarily made up of farms and, of course, the two big communities that we drove through, Abbotsford and Chilliwack. And for travelers, the Vancouver International Airport is located about 70 miles or 113 kilometers from downtown Chilliwack, and it has nonstop flights daily to Asia, Europe, the United States, Mexico, and other airports within Canada. And the Abbotsford International Airport is located about 42 kilometers or 26 miles west of downtown Chilliwack and offers scheduled service to Calgary, Edmonton, Toronto, and Victoria, where passengers can connect almost to anywhere. And Chilliwack, of course, has a small regional airport, and it is located in downtown Chilliwack. It has 3,999 feet of paved and lit runway that includes a parallel taxiway. And approximately 70% of the estimated 60,000 annual air traffic movements they consist of both pilot training and recreational flights from all around British Columbia and south of the border. And if you bring your bike along with you, electric bike, e-bike, or a pedal bike, there's about 175 kilometers or 109 miles of bike lanes throughout the city of Chilliwack, and additional lanes are being built every year. For highways into the lower mainland and Fraser Valley, there's a 4-lane to 6-lane expressway from Horseshoe Bay to Hope, and it runs through Chilliwack on the lower mainland section of the Trans-Canada Highway. The Agassiz-Rosedale Highway is a north-south route in the eastern part of Chilliwack that acts as the last connection between highways 1 and 7 eastbound before Hope and is the main access to the resort village of Harrison Hot Springs. Now, Harrison Hot Springs, there are a number of recreational RV sites and locations in the beautiful community of Harrison Hot Springs. And as the name says, Hot Springs, big hotel in Harrison. And the first highway opened in 1953. It originally was going between Yale Road in Rosedale and Highway 7 with a small ferry that crossed the Fraser River. And then a bridge replaced the ferry in 1956 when the section of Highway 1 east of Chilliwack opened in 1961. Highway 9 was extended south to a junction with the new highway alignment, which replaced Yale Road as the main route between Chilliwack and Hope. So, mass transit. Well, the Chilliwack transit system consists of a fleet of 9 buses that operate along regularly scheduled routes throughout the metropolitan area. So I'm on my way back to Langley, and again, we're going to be taking Zero Avenue. I'm going to go right past the Abbotsford Airport again and take Zero Avenue, crossing right by the border, the Aldergrove border, which comes out of Bellingham, or it connects into Bellingham, and it runs parallel almost to the I-5 southbound. But the guided meridian runs right up to the Canadian border north, and that's the Aldergrove border crossing, and I'm going to be going by it and then straight back into Langley. Thanks for joining me on my wee journey as we toddled into the small communities of Abbotsford and Chilliwack to visit with Uncle Bob, and now I'm toddling right back into Langley. I hope you'll give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, that you'll consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you very much, and I wish you all a fabulous week ahead, and stay safe, everyone. And we'll look for you with some adventures on the road with Toddle In.
Come along for an adventure. Feel the smiles on our faces. Roadside stories in an RV, making memories along the way. Toddle In.